Well, obviously the big news in the Ontario Hockey League this week is the league's admission that a mistake was made in Game 5 of that Rangers-Knights playoff series. A mistake by the video review crew that cost the Kitchener Rangers a goal in a playoff game. Now look, I know the series is over and it's kind of ancient history as we look on to round 2, but it's a pretty big deal when the league admits its error. So let's get a few things straight right off the hop when we're talking about this issue. Number one is it had nothing to do with the officials on the ice. In fact, they made the correct call, calling it a goal before the video review overturned that call on the ice. But I know fans are going to be fans and they're going to say fan-like things and ref, you suck, and the officiating is terrible, and oh my goodness, the sky is falling when it comes to officiating in this league. But remember, it wasn't the guys on the ice. The second thing to remember about this is that nobody is advocating for, or at least they should not be advocating for, someone to lose their job over this. People make mistakes. A mistake was made. It was a big mistake. It cost a team a goal in a playoff game. But that's it. It was a big mistake. The key here is how do we move forward from this and limit the opportunity for those mistakes to be made. Look, let's give the league credit for coming out and admitting that the error was made. This could have been done behind closed doors with phone calls to the teams. The fans might not have been made aware of it. It's a big deal that the league was this transparent in admitting the error. Now, let's talk about the error itself. Frankly, I think we use too much video review in the game right now, period, but that's a whole separate issue, and we've talked about that on previous Fridays with Farwell Rants. The thing is, when we are using video review, it's almost incumbent upon us to get it right. I mean, how can you not get it right when you have the chance to review it? So that's what makes it even more frustrating. But here's the thing. As long as you've got human beings operating that video equipment and people, human beings, staring at the screens to judge those reviews, mistakes are going to be made because humans are still involved. So let's just find a way to limit those mistakes. Consider the way video review is done in the league as it stands today. This is really kind of a token position in the Ontario Hockey League. And by token, I mean it's not taken all that seriously. These people aren't paid a ton of money at all. It's a stipend more than anything, maybe some tickets to a game. I don't really know how it all works out. I just know there's not a lot of money involved. And the crews come from the cities where they're working, which kind of makes sense geographically, but boy, oh boy, the optics aren't great, right? It makes it look like they might be prone to some kind of bias. So the really easy way for the league to fix this is to centralize video review. Can it do that for all 68 games for every team around the league all season long? That's a pretty big nut, but at minimum, this should be done in the playoffs. We are reviewing the most important element of any game, a goal. So let's make sure we get it right, and let's take it out of the hands of quote-unquote home team crews. The league does it in the conference championships, and the league final reviews are done at the league offices in Toronto. Why can't we do that for, at minimum, the entirety of the playoffs? Let's centralize it. This is a big-time league with big-time money. Important decisions have to be made. Pay somebody, train them properly, and get them to do those video reviews in a centralized location. We could start this as soon as next year, and that would show that the league not only admits its mistake, but is taking steps to remedy that it won't happen as often, if at all, in the future. I'm Farwell. It's Friday. I'll see you at the rink.